Hey fellas, today we're going to talk about why your erections are just randomly leaving. It's good one day and then not the next. Like, what's going on? And I'm going to talk about the number one reason why and how that has been affected by history and just what happened. How do we get here? And hey, my name is Brian, aka Uncle B, and for the last 21 years I've been a men's performance coach with African Fly, the liquid aphrodisiac. And of course, we have to talk about this because history affects the way that we think about things and why we do the things we do. And so today, what I'm going to do is break down why what you eat directly affects your erections. And if you stick around to the end, I'm going to give you a bonus, some steps to correct this, what things you need to do. And of course, if you like what you hear, go ahead and hit that like button, that notification bell, that subscribe button. And what I'm going to do is break this down till it cannot be broken anymore. All right, let's talk about the biggest lie in history. So the question is, when did the idea of eating meat become more dominant than the idea of eating plants? Because we were like that for thousands of years where we were eating plants and, an animal occasionally when you had to survive. But then all of a sudden it's like, no, just eat meat all the time. What happened? So there's this guy called Juston Von Liebig, a German chemist who hypothesized that molecular energy came from animal protein and vegetarians were incapable of prolonged exercise. So basically, he just lied. And why would he do that? Well, he had a meat extraction company called the Liebig Meat Extraction Company. And they were selling meats worldwide. And it was like, you know what? We could sell more of this if we sold it to poor people. Why don't we just say that you have to have meat in your diet? And his beliefs actually inspired the USDA's food recommendations. Now, of course, all of this has been debunked over time, but here we are. Because hard-working muscles of the body primarily work off of the carbohydrates that are in plants. Now, let's be clear. I'm not one of those chicken huggers. I used to eat 200 animals a month. I'm down to like a good 4 now. Because basically, I like meat, but meat doesn't like me. So let's clear up a couple of things right quick. Carnivores and omnivores eat meat raw, and you can't do that at all. We actually have to eat our animals dead, cooked, processed. So if you're worried about your protein, all protein comes from plants. Where do you think the animals get it from? Our ancestors had a plant-based diet. So the things to understand about what happens when you eat meat, it actually clouds your blood. And when I say meat, I mean all meat, as in it was alive, you had to kill it in order to fry it and hook it up. Yeah, that. The snail too. Giraffe too, yeah. Animal fat will actually stay in your blood for 6 to 7 hours. So just understand that what you eat and your blood flow is directly linked. Make sure you check out Game Changers on Netflix. It has all of this information and more, breaks it down very well. You need to know about it. So a few more simple facts. A single animal-based meal can decrease blood flow by 29% and increase inflammation by 70%. So basically, one hamburger can wreck your erections. Plants actually reduce inflammation. Hell, even cow's milk can increase estrogen by 24%. It will also decrease testosterone by 18%. Here's the crazy part. When you're on a plant-based diet, your nighttime erection time in minutes increases by 300% and increases the erection hardness by 8%. Switching to a plant-based diet will actually reduce inflammation by 29% in just 3 weeks. So, I do want to be real about a couple of things. I talked about this before a couple of years ago, wanted to bring this back and add on some more information for you, just some thought processes. The first one, do not say that eating meat is good for you. It's not. You just like the way it tastes. Meat is survival food. That's what you're supposed to eat next, because basically the animal stores the energy that it got from the plant. That is the reason why humans can't eat carnivores. I know we got those jokes about eating dogs and cats, but there are dogs and cats all over the planet. And nobody's running around saying that's what we do. We eat dogs and cats because it will actually hurt your body to eat them. Just like it will hurt your body to eat another human. Nature. Amazing. Now, when we're talking about the vast majority of food that we're getting, the meats that we're eating, basically it's all coming from feedlots. That's where the cows are crammed in together and given all types of injections and all types of crappy situations that end up in your body. Now, When it does come to animals that go around and forage for the food and they have stress in their life, they're actually in nature, you actually do get nutrients coming from the plants. So there is a reason why humans do eat animals. We do it for that nutrition, but once again, it's not for you to thrive, it's for you to survive. And for anybody who's on that carnivore diet, just remember, animals have no fiber. So that means you're gonna be full of shit. Ew. So let me give you that bonus really quick. What can you do? First of all, what I want you to do is, like, if you eat something and you feel something, I want you to remember that pain. We call it food injuries. When you eat something, then all of a sudden your knee hurts, your shoulder hurts, something like that. Remember that pain, whether both the physical pain and the emotional pain of what you couldn't do, like have an erection. You can also just walk away from crazy. You have to plan this out. This is a long-term thing. I know this personally. It took 47 years of information to like, just eat the meat. And then 3 years of like, yo, this doesn't make any sense. Yeah. It's going to take some time. You can watch documentaries like I mentioned before, and other ones like What the Health, Forks Over Knives, and of course, Game Changers. Now, of course, you want to hunt down some good vegan, vegetarian restaurants, get yourself going with that. It also helps if you have someone who's doing it along with you. And when it comes down to your erections, of course, that inflammation that happens when you eat meat, it goes down there first. It's affecting your erections first. So yeah, it's another good reason. And once again, I always say this, we have been lied to, we've been set up, we've just been like, hey, yes, you're supposed to eat meat with every meal. I've already consumed countries of chicken. I know, I believed, and then pain came. So guys, if you want to have better erections, you need to pay attention to this. So here's my question of the day to you. Have you noticed any erection issues after you eat meat? Go ahead and let me know in the comment section below. Of course, if you like what you heard, go ahead and hit that like button, that subscribe button, that notification bell so we can get some more of this information to you. And this is Uncle B saying, get your game up and go hard. Peace out.